everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a everyday current foundation routine. This is something that I do obviously every single day. Depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing, I will tweak some things if I need less or more, but this is my go-to everyday routine. This might be too much for some people, but for me it works, so you just have to find what works for you. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see how I get my everyday look, just keep watching. I'm going to start off with a moisturizer. I like using this Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer because it does have acne treatment. It moisturizes dry skin and it treats and helps prevent pimples. So especially if you're wearing makeup every single day, you know, it's good to have something underneath that's going to help treat your skin since you are clogging your pores with the makeup. So I like to take about that much. I love this stuff. I definitely recommend it for everybody. It's just the right amount of moisture. It doesn't make you greasy. It dries quick. I really like it. So after you moisturize, I like to go in with a primer. I am so undecided with primers. I've tried a bunch of them. I don't really think that they make this huge difference on your skin. I feel like sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. But for about, I want to say since December, I've been using this one. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I can't decide if I like it or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really see a huge difference, but I just like to dab it on like this. So I let that primer dry for about 5 minutes because it is, like I said, oily, so I like to let it dry before I try to pound anything on top of it, but it does dry to a nice finish. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my foundation. Right now I've been using the Revlon Nearly Naked. I'm in color 180 medium beige, and this is again something that I've been very undecided with. I can't decide if I love it or I hate it. I think I love it. The first time I hated it. I tried using it again. It was okay. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I'm so indecisive. And I actually like this because it is buildable coverage, so I usually put on 2 coats depending on how my skin's doing that day. So today I'm going to put on 2. I do something a little weird with my foundation. I usually get a washcloth like this and I wet it. Now I take my brush, I'm using the Sigma Flat Kabuki, and I rub it in here. Just like this, just to get a little bit of moisture on the brush. Because since this is an everyday makeup routine, I like for the foundation to be thinned out a little bit. Just it kind of makes it look more natural. The same thing with the Beauty Blender. When it's wet and you apply it, it thins out and shears out the foundation, so it does make it look a little more natural, and that's what I want since it's everyday. So I rub it in like this, and then it just gets a little bit moist. You don't want it sopping wet, that's why I don't put it right under the sink. I put it onto a washcloth and then I rub it in a little bit. It's weird, but it works for me. I really like how it comes out, so. I just pour it on the back of my hand. Just make sure it's spread out like that and it's nice and even, because if it's not even when it goes on the brush, it's not going to be even when it goes on your face. Just press it on a little bit, very lightly. If you put all of it on, that's how you get that cakey effect, and that is not what we're going for. Then I stipple it on like this.
Even though it was killing me, you can't imagine all the time.
I don't really concentrate too much under my eyes because that's where my concealer is going to be going.
I just know if we ever kissed, we'd go crazy, baby, for the rest of our lives. I wanna be there when you wake up.
So now when the first layer is drying, I usually go in and I do my concealer. And I do like the brightens effect, so I like to use my MAC Prep and Prime. And this is in the color Light Boost. Yeah, at first I did not like it. I thought it looked so cakey, but you know, once you play around with products and you learn different techniques and different ways to use them, you can grow to like them, like this one. I was so against this at first, I actually wanted to return it, but now I love it. So I like to put it under my eyes. And I know I always see a lot of people do their whole face at once and then they go in and blend. I don't like to do that. I find that this dries very quickly. So I like to go in and do one spot at a time.
Baby, there's no mistaking. You're the love I wanna be in. You're the love I wanna be in.
After the prep and prime, I like to go in with this CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Eye Corrector. This is in number 230. It's the corrector color. I just put my ring finger in like that. Get about that much. You don't need to go too much with this. Now after I apply my concealer, I like to go in with the foundation again, and I do a very, very sheer layer on top of it. I like to use my Studio Care Blend MAC Pressed Powder. Ooh. And that's in medium plus. So for this, I take the powder puff and I just bend it in half, put it in like that. While I'm letting all of my foundation dry, I like to go in and do my eyebrows. And one thing that I noticed with this camera, my eyebrows don't show up. Like, you can see my eyebrows, but it doesn't look like they're filled in. I don't know why that happens, but I've noticed it from watching the videos that I make. Don't think I don't fill in my eyebrows, because I do. I use the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. It looks like this. And mine is in color medium ash. It's medium brown. It has the dual sides. I usually mix both of them. The darker color I do stick to the outer, and then the lighter color I do stick to the inner, but I do mix them.
You see them, even though it was killing me. You can't imagine all the time I spent wishing you were mine. I just know if we ever kissed, we'd go crazy.
I like to go in and contour now. I'm not doing a crazy contour because it's every day, but I still like a nice chiseled out face. Not crazy. I'm going to buff it out a little bit, but I like to, before I go in with bronzer, I do like to use this taupe color. It's called Taupe by MAC. It's an eyeshadow, but it's a really neutral brown. It doesn't have any reds, any orange. It doesn't have any green tones from it. It's just a true brown, and that's why I like it for contouring. And I'm using my Sigma small contour brush.
I wanna be there when you wake up, be more than just your friend. Baby, there's no mistaking, you're the love I wanna be in. I wanna be there when you wake up, be more than just your friend. Baby, there's no mistaking, you're the love I wanna be.
Now I like to go in with my bronzer. I use the L'Oreal True Match in Cocoa. Just looks like that. And this color does have a little bit more of a red tint to it. That's why I don't like to contour with it. I like to stick with the neutral color for contouring. But then I take this fluffy brush. It's really nothing. I've had this for years. I don't know what it is. Just go around like this. To apply my blush. This is I've had this for years. I love this color. I have a bunch of MAC blushes. I have all different types of blushes, and this is the only blush that I always go back to. It might be Revlon, I don't know, but the back, this is what it looks like. It's in color 510. See how dirty that is? How disgusting. That's how old it is. And that's what the front looks like. So I like to take this is my e.l.f. blush brush. I just like to go in, just like that.
Be more than just your friend. Baby, there's no mistaking. You're the love I want.
I go in with my highlighter. This is MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in Soft and Gentle. This is what it looks like.
Lock and key. Couldn't let you see them, even though it was killing me.
And then I like to take my MAC one, I think it's the 107. It's a stippling brush. I like to take this brush without anything on it. I don't have any product on it or anything. I just like to use this brush to go in, buff everything out, and blend everything together. I'm not really an eyeshadow kind of girl. The only thing I like to do is brighten up my eyes in the middle, and I also like to put a little bit of this taupe color, the same thing that I use for contour, just in the creases of my eyes, because again it will give your eyes depth and it does open. Lashes. I do wear lashes every day. I know that seems like a bit much to some people, but that just works for me. So right now I'm just using, these are the Demi Wispies. These are the Demi Wispies by Ardell. If you do get it under your eye, don't worry about it. Just wait until the mascara dries, and then you could just go back in with a Q-tip and I lick it. Sorry if that's gross. Whatever. And then you just go in very lightly. So after the mascara is my favorite. It's the lips. So for me, what I use every day, of course, I just apply a little bit. This is a vitamin C stick. I got this in my makeup kit like almost 2 years ago at cosmetology school. So you could do any lip gloss, any lip balm, any chapstick or any lip balm of your choice. In case your lips are dry. I absolutely love this lip liner. This is by MAC. It's called Soar. I don't know if it's picking that up. No. But this is a lip liner. It looks like this.
Before they hit the ground.
And a trick to making your lips look bigger, right here where your Cupid's bow is, if you fill that in a little bit, it's going to make your top lip appear plump.
Now you finally made your move. Now I'm here to make mine.
Creme de Nude by MAC. This is just a nudie color. I should once. This is called Coral Bliss. This is by MAC. This is a really, really pretty coral color. And I do one swipe of this. Maybe two. This gloss, seriously guys, you have to get this. This is so nice for spring. It looks so nice over this, the Coral Bliss color. It's a very, very pretty coral color.
Couldn't let you see that.
So that is it for my everyday foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Thank you.
Imagine all the time I